them then? We obviously can't tell them what actually happened.
Yeah, but what can we tell them?
Miles, what are you doing?
Hold on. I say
He's
to them
writing.
that I have a reference that may be to our benefit, that may be able to vouch for us, that might have seen us a
It
few
better not be
days
the
ago.
egg.
No. This is someone who lives in Florentine, who whose house we must have
And
visited.
exists.
Of course.
Oh, well.
Hmm.
Uh,
You
oh,
know,
boy.
it does actually kind of suck that she's dead. But I wonder if that was ours, to be honest with you.
It's ours.
If that was our Sonny.
You
I mean, I
think
suppose.
you think it was an imposter?
No, it might have been a real Sonny, but think about what we've been going through the last week. It might, for all we know, that could have just been a different version of Sonny.
True. But that means then
But I guess,
Sunny's dead body would have come back. Which means something bad happened to Sunny in the long run, wouldn't it?
I don't really know. I guess it doesn't really matter if we can't get out of the situation. I'm pretty sure if Winslow goes down, we're going with him.
Yeah. That's pretty true. But I mean, at least you won't be all by yourself, Winslow.
Oh,
Yeah,
goody.
we're gonna stick with you.
Let's see, how do I whisper this? This is also relevant to what I just sent you, Tori.
Okay.
From my background,
Yeah.
I have this trait.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I haven't managed to send it yet.
You're good.
Please, please.
And at this point, you a few guards come in, and they are like, "We will take the charge, Sir Winslow and Sir Miles." And he's like, "Go on with the." And you two now.
Wait, I'm also charged?
Nope, you're not charged,
Oh, okay.
but he's escorting you with Winslow
yes,
currently.
yes. Sounds good.
Yep, so you two are now escorted out of the room, and a guard is then said that he'll be staying outside the door. And the attorney just kind of looks at you and goes, "Bear with me, I have to go get something. Do you mind if you two are in here currently by yourself and you won't do anything?"
Certainly.
Well, Miles, you are gone. Sorry. And the attorney walks out of the room, and it is now just Haribo and Ziminiar. If Miles and Winslow could deafen themselves, as long as that does not interfere with the audio on the
I do
stream.
not know for sure if it will, but I can try.
Go ahead and do it, and we'll
Okay.
find out.
Testing. Well, oh, actually, it almost certainly does, huh? Actually, does it? Okay, well, it certainly seems to. It seems to affect the audio on
Yep.
the stream.
That's sad. Alright, well, just mute
Yeah, yeah,
yourself then, and don't pay
Wait for a
attention
little
for a
bit.
bit.
Take your headphones off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the headphones
We'll
off
put a
and we'll
message
let
on
you
the
know.
Oh,
screen.
yes, I have taken my.
Yeah, we'll put a
Yep.
message on the screen
headphones.
when it's
Now I
not
can't
back.
hear.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you two are there alone.
So, what do you think is going to happen to Winslow?
It's hard to say. A lot of crazy shit's been coming in and saving us at the last second, while also slapping us the entire time. And
Ew.
I'm kind of hoping he has a moment like us that could probably, actually, that would probably damn him if it did.
It's true. It hasn't seemed to help me out very much. So, Keffy said that we're supposed to speak in hints?
Yeah, he said pretty much in hints, unless, like, in theory, if you feel safe to do it without hints, you can speak without hints. But that is on you.
I go up to the door and I kind of bend down low enough to double check if the guard can hear us outside the door. Hey,
Mhm.
Mr. Guard, can you hear us?
And there's just silence.
Okay, well, that's that. I guess
Do you
we're
think they would
free to-
actually tell us if they could?
I'm sure they would. Like, right? Well, damn it if we
Who
do,
knows?
damn it if we don't, I guess.
Who cares? If anyone hears what we say from that side of the door, chances are no one will believe us anyways. And it's probably better to sound crazy right now.
Probably. That'll work better with the insanity plea that we're going with, I guess. So, what
Yeah,
did Keffy tell you? Keffy told me to remember the details.
the details of what?
It just said make sure you remember the details, everyone and everything we've done recently, and that we're reincarnated champions, and that we've all been chosen for a reason. So something about Sunny was chosen, so maybe she figured out, what if? Oh no, what if it's starting? And Haribo starts freaking out and pacing with his hand on his head. What if the end is already starting? What if we've already failed? Oh no, what do we do?
Ziminiar is going to place his hand on the top of Haribo's head. And Haribo, it's okay. Your turn. It's okay. Don't worry about it. If it is, then from what we learned in the future, we're gonna probably make it out of this, as long as we play things right. And
I didn't know where we are. We died.
you actually heard that we died from him.
No, but like, he couldn't find us. He didn't know where we were.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and no one knows where we are now. In the future, and when we were in the future, no one knew where we were. That's why we're in this mess. We tend to disappear a lot, and I'm thinking that's going to be our shining ray of light at some point again. But right now, it's kind of fucked us. How are we going to get out of this? What?
What did Keffy tell
Oh.
you?
He told me. Man, this sucks. Did he tell you that me and you could talk about it? Because the only person I
Yeah.
know I can talk to about it. Awesome. Because
He
apparently
said
the only
whoever's
person that I
been
can.
here we can talk to about it without having to ruin
Awesome.
anything.
I forgot about that. For me, the only person I could talk to was, well, Hamlet, and I haven't had the chance to see him yet. He told me
What?
that
Hamlet?
Harold is going to become. What?
Hamlet? He's been there too?
Well, yeah. Didn't Keffy tell you that Hamlet taught him how to do everything? Or wait, how old was Keffy when you saw him?
Oh god. He was he was a little boy. He said he didn't know his master yet, just that he was the master.
So we're definitely hopping in between timelines, and none of it's in linear motion. I guess time is wibbly wobbly.
That his
Uh,
master only lets people there when he needs them there.
well, his master is Hamlet. That is one thing's for sure. I met him both when he was a little kid and then later on a teenager, and by that point he was basically like a little mountain of power. And he gave me the world's strongest beverage that I wish I could share with Winslow.
He gave me nothing.
Well,
Like
you
I
probably
got
ran
you.
into the young version of him.
Well,
He didn't give me
yeah.
anything the first time I saw him either. And he also told me that Harold's going to be a king, or a hero. I think a hero, and Hamlet's the king. He's going to get married, which we found out was to Ceres later. And. Oh, yeah, I have a kid. It dies.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So,
He just showed me a dead forest.
did you ask him any questions about where you were, or any of the princes or princess?
Well, hey, see, he didn't really know too much about a whole lot of stuff yet, so I'm assuming that it was fairly recent. He said that he was born there, and that he doesn't really see people too often. So, it's all very confusing.
Do you think the Kefi we saw in the future was about the same age as the Kefi we saw in that forest?
See, okay, I asked him about that, because, like, I recognized him from that area, and I remember you saying Kefi, but he said he's never been there.
Hmm. So
So
that
I
gives a
think
little
the
bit more
Kefi
credence
in
than
the
the.
future was before that.
You're right. Hmm.
Kefi also told me that he's part of the
Sure.
future that isn't supposed to happen yet.
Yeah, that's something I heard. At least I'm pretty sure that's something he said. There, there was a lot going on. Um, wait,
Confusing.
he didn't have the island yet, did he?
Um, well, technically, I guess I wouldn't call it an island. Well, it was an island. He was there. It was a big
So
ocean.
he was. Did he?
So yeah,
Did you
he was on an
bring us
island.
up at all?
He said
Did you
essentially
bring me
that
or any of the others up?
he brought you up mostly, but mainly because I could talk to you about this kind of stuff without having the actual, like, calamity happen. But he essentially said
Yeah.
that we have to figure out the curse of the egg to avoid the future. And he essentially said that it's supposed to be 45 years in the future where all this bad stuff happens. But we are reincarnate of champ. Well, we're champions reincarnated. Essentially, is what he said, and that we were
Hmm.
we were selected for this journey for a reason. He didn't give a reason. He was actually really cryptic about a lot of stuff.
Sounds about right. What? Oh, did you talk to a tree?
A tree? No.
Yeah. Okay. Um, did you? I'm sorry. I'm
Active?
trying to remember.
He
And
did.
Oh, did you? Well, did he tell you about the graves and the syndicate robes that the people that disappeared with Hamlet?
No, he didn't tell me about that at all. He did tell me how I could help, like, get rid of my color changing issue, though, which is really helpful. So maybe at some point we'll have
Uh-oh.
to do that. But he told me nothing about the syndicate. He told me nothing.
Well, so pretty much, Harold probably has not Harold. Hamlet probably has something to do with the disappearance of his guards, and I haven't really gotten any information about it. But my working theory is that he's trying to find the champions, and he's cycling through basically bodyguards until he finds them. And since we ended up in that middle place and came back, I'm thinking he's found them.
Well, what does that mean on our end now? Like,
It,
huh?
it probably means things aren't going to get any simpler as the days go on.
Maybe. But I mean,
And
maybe
if
Harold
Sonny's,
needs.
if Sonny,
Maybe Son.
go on.
Wait! He did tell me that. Well, most of us are the reincarnation of champions. He did tell me that there was one who was not.
Hmm.
And
We can only
haven't
hope that
seen
that's the reason
Sonny
why
in a
Sonny's
minute.
dead.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, Sonny was there. The teenage version of Kefi said he saw him. Said he saw her, but avoided her. He didn't
Maybe
say
that-
why, other than she kind of seemed like she was doing her own thing.
But that doesn't mean Kefi approached us, though. That doesn't mean anything. If he didn't want to approach Sunny, then maybe she wasn't a reincarnate.
True, but that also means she. If that is the case, did she die there and then get dropped back off, or did? Who? I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, do we have to worry about someone coming after us right now?
And
Even
we
if we get
might.
out of this,
Oh, finish that sentence. Go on.
I'm gonna say that it's
Oh,
probably you, Zero.
then I was gonna say, I don't know if we're gonna be entirely safe if we get out of this situation. If someone's going after Sonny, and we know we didn't do it, then it's got something to do with whatever we're a part of. And she was just first. I don't know if that's true, but we might have to worry about that. I'm sorry, Haribo, but you're probably gonna have to get used to fighting.
Well, Kefi did say that he was gonna help me be brave. So, and help me become a stronger fighter. So, I guess
And
I'll
with-
have
If you
to-
find yourself,
Go on.
if you find yourself with a teenage Kefi, you will get stronger, or he will probably kill you. Just a heads up.
I don't
And-
like that other option.
And with that,
Yeah,
you
neither
guys
did I.
both hear kind of like footsteps come to the door, and y'all hear footsteps come to the door, and the guards walk in, and they come and take you to the jail cells as well. With that, as you both are saying